So Aoocci just sent me this blind spot detection gadget to test out, and to be totally honest, I'm pretty hesitant. But then again, Ducati and BMW are already using it. Like in the new Multistrada V4S, it's got some insane technology in there. And let's be honest, this bike is a far cry from one that has a MSRP of 28 grand. So here's the real question. Is it worth adding this aftermarket gadget, or is it just another layer of frivolous distraction on a machine that already demands our full attention? All right, first stop, you guys. This is TJ Cycles, and let me show you why. Just ordered a peg, even though this is doing just fine. I've done this before. The handlebars are so tough, I thought for sure the riser was gonna be borked, or the bolt of the riser. KTM quality, man. Take that, Ducati Scrambler. As I was going down this street and I saw you on the road, are you okay? Have you? You good though? So the BX from Aoocci is basically a smart all-in-one motorcycle dash. It gives you CarPlay, a front and rear dash cam, blind spot detection, and a bunch of other features that are packed into this one setup. And Aoocci actually told me that they've got some big updates for this particular model on the way, like a clearer camera, a built-in intercom that's being tested as of right now, plus wireless charging integration, and a few other new features coming soon. All right, guys, I went and tested this 4 separate times. I just got back from a crazy endeavor of seeing if somebody was dead on the road, as you saw. But I've compiled my thoughts. First time, this is an honest review, the blind spot detection BSD was not really working. It did kick in about 10 to 15 minutes into the ride, so I just may have been acclimating, I'm not exactly sure. I found it very handy. I'll tell you why. I don't have turn signals on the back right now. Long story. I have $15 Amazon mirrors on this right now. Don't ask me why. So my visibility on this, especially on a Texas highway where the average speed is like 80 or 90, this Aoocci dash actually came in handy twice today. On the highway, I specifically wrote it down 35 south. It is just a construction nightmare. There's a crash on it all the time, and the visibility is very poor. But it was really nice to look down at my dash, and it almost is like just a rear view mirror. And what's cool is if a car is coming up on either side, the dash actually flashes red on that side to warn you. And if you're on the main screen instead of CarPlay or Android Auto, it'll automatically switch to the rear camera so you can see exactly what's going on. Like, I could see the visibility. I saw somebody riding my ass. I saw somebody careening towards, cutting over right behind me, getting really close. And that was extremely helpful. So some things come to mind. If maybe you need an extra set of eyes, maybe you're getting older, it would just be kind of nice to have that. Or maybe you're a fresh, brand new rider. I would want something on like this on my daughter's motorcycle. I would like her to see the rear footage of somebody cutting over, or this has happened a lot in Texas too, which is somebody not stopping and just plowing over the biker. Do you have enough time to get out of the way? You might, because it actually picks it up pretty far behind. So if you see somebody flying, even if they were going to stop, you could still get out of the way. And I would want my kid to have that. Now, this is a technology I think I would prefer to have in like a stock mirror, kind of like they do with cars. It's nice to see like a little emblem light up when there's somebody right directly behind you. Whereas the screen is kind of flashing all the time, especially on the highway. You start to ignore it because there's just people passing by all the time. But having it turn into a large rear view mirror is very helpful. There are also some other features I wanted to note that might convince you to buy this, which you don't have to. But if you want to, there's a link down below. For example, Spite lived in an apartment complex not too terribly far from here, and his bike was attempted to be stolen. I don't know how many times. He's got videos on it. But this has an app that you download called Moto Navi, and you can set it to parking mode, and you will have instant access to the cameras on it on your phone. That is super helpful, especially if you live in maybe a shady, shitty apartment complex like I used to with my first motorcycles. It also records it and saves all that data. You know, and also too, just to sum up, like, it was helpful to have that crash footage. I didn't end up making an insurance claim, but just to have, and especially living in today's day and age where it just feels like America hates motorcyclists. We're just not set up to survive the kind of highway hellscape that we've built our entire country around. Anything kind of helps. I think if I got this as a gift, I would be super stoked. It's got features on it that I really enjoy, especially for $400. I also really liked that the speedometer was super accurate. It never faltered. That was awesome. It would be more helpful too, I think, if you had a touring bike and it sat upright, you know, since this is kind of flat trackery vibes and the screen is down low. It's hard for me to look where I'm going, but also look at the screen. It's not really in my field of vision. So if you're angry, let me know down below. I had no idea that people hated these so much. I love to see it. I'm always like, whoa, okay. I mean, yeah, tear it up in the comments.